Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we will learn how to create a certificate of registration. In order to create a certificate of registration for your lab, please go to the far left column of the screen and click on the certificates icon. After that, you will choose the registration certificate tab. Once you have the registration certificate tab chosen, please select the program that you want to create the certificate for. Let's say I want to create it for my clinical chemistry program. I will also then select the cycle number I want this certificate to be created for. So let's say I want to create it for cycle 73. Once you've selected the cycle number, you will then add your lab's details that is going to be printed on the certificate. So Randox allows 3 lines of information to appear on the RICS certificate of registration. So that those 3 lines of information can be your lab's name, then it could be the lab's address or the city that the lab is in, and then it could be a lab's primary contact if you want to. You can add anything you want in these 3 lines of information. Remember, whatever you add on these 3 lines of information will appear on your registration certificate. Once you're ready, you will then click Generate. A pop-up will appear. The pop-up says that the information that you've entered on those 3 lines will be locked permanently. So please remember to not make any spelling mistakes or any errors on those 3 lines, because they will then be locked permanently for that cycle, for the remainder of that cycle. If you're sure the information you have entered is actually correct, you can then click on yes. If you're not sure, then click on the cancel button and then change any information that you need to. So now that I've corrected my lab's name, I can then click on Generate and then click on Yes. And the certificate will then be generated. As you can see, the certificate of registration shows your lab's name, and it will also show any other lines of information that you did add. For example, in my case, I only added information in line 1. If I had added information in line 2 and 3, they would have appeared below Randox Laboratories. You can see the program name that you have generated the certificate for, the cycle number at the bottom, and also the date range for that particular cycle. Just below that, you will see the date that this certificate was printed on. So this is how you generate a certificate of registration on the new RICS website. Thank you so much for listening.